our weather forecast, which seems to include a pretty good shot at rain, Jen.
That is exactly right. We're starting off a little bit on the soggy side to begin for today, especially if you live closer towards the coast. We're noticing the majority of those showers to begin for today, really pushing into southern Baldwin County and also the Florida Panhandle. However, some of those very isolated showers, those sprinkles making their way closer towards Clark County, Monroe County, just experiencing some of that rain so far to begin for today. Very light, however, for what we're seeing, but just still make sure that you're driving carefully out there. Now, as you take a look at where some of these showers are taking place right now, noticing the majority of that closer towards Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, also up towards Cantonment, Seminole. Again, very light rain that we're experiencing at this time, but still some slick roads out there. So just make sure that you're taking it easy to begin for today. But over the past 24 hours, the rainfall that we've seen, very trace amounts really for our inland spots, but the highest amount of rain that we've experienced so far is in southern Mobile County, but really southern Baldwin County picking up closer towards 2 inches of rain, closer towards Orange Beach, Fort Morgan, even closer towards Magnolia Springs and Foley picking up over 1 inch of rainfall, and closer towards Dauphin Island. Elsewhere, again, I mentioned those trace amounts possibly getting up to about 1/5 of an inch of rain there, so not much, but only expecting these numbers to continue to grow. Timing things out to start off for your morning, there's more of that Gulf moisture just beginning to lift up. Highest chances continue for that moderate rainfall right along the coastline and our local beaches. Central Mobile and Baldwin counties expecting mainly some of that drizzle to begin for today. This green coloration is going to be some very light rain heading into today. Heaviest portions again closer towards our coastal areas, but could possibly notice more of those isolated showers later on today. The rain coverage will only continue into your Thursday. Keep that rain gear handy. But I'm going to be talking more about your forecast heading into tomorrow and the weekend ahead. All of those details are coming up soon. Eric.
About today's weather, and Jennifer, I guess we have some rain starting early this morning in some places.
That's exactly right. We're tracking some of those rain conditions, especially closer towards southern Baldwin County, the Florida Panhandle. Increased rain chances heading into today. But also I wanted to go ahead and give a heads up to anyone stepping out the door anytime soon. We already have a major accident out there so far to begin for this morning, and this is completely closing the Dolly Parton Bridge for that southbound travel. So in case you're going to be traveling from the Atmore area, the Bay Minette area, traveling closer towards Mobile County, going through Satsuma, Saraland, Creola area, you won't be able to do so. Those northbound traveling lanes, those are still open. It's going to be those southbound lanes. So what you're going to have to do is take that exit 31 for 225, head down towards Spanish Fort, and then either take the Bayway or the Causeway to get across that area. So if you know anyone that's heading out anytime soon, again, just a heads up, Dolly Parton Bridge southbound completely closed before you get closer towards the Creola and Satsuma area. You're going to have to exit in Baldwin County on 225. Northbound lanes, they're looking okay. And then there's a look at the Bayway and the Causeway. Traffic moving smoothly there. I'll continue to monitor these conditions and keep you updated. But let's go ahead and talk more about that forecast. And here's a live view outside right now down in Orange Beach. What we're starting to see is more of those low-hanging clouds. You can see some of those raindrops on the camera. Temperatures mid-70s, dew points still in the mid-70s. It feels like temperatures right on the dot to begin. But just a heads up, the rip current risk is still high heading into today. If you are visiting us, if you're visiting the local beaches, just stay out of the water heading into today. It's still rough with some of those rip current risks. We will start to see some of those improvements heading into tomorrow, but still keeping that at moderate as we get closer towards Saturday with that surf height right around 3 to 4 feet. Now take a look at these temperatures heading into today. We do have increased rain chances, more of that cloud cover. We have that stalled out front just offshore. And so what we're starting to notice is temperatures well below average heading into today, expecting possibly a few upper 70s, the lower to mid 80s out there. However, if you notice more of that sunshine, your feels like temperatures are still getting closer towards 90 degrees. Not quite the case for our inland areas, still going to be feeling like the upper 70s heading into this afternoon. Now again, we are still going to be expecting more of that rain coverage to begin for this morning. If you're heading out anytime soon, grab that rain gear, especially if you live closer towards Mobile, Baldwin counties. The Florida Panhandle coastal areas have higher chances to start out for this morning, but then late morning, early afternoon, that's where we're going to start to notice more of this rain coverage beginning to increase. Light to moderate rainfall possible all throughout the day, but I'm going to talk more about your forecast and your traffic conditions coming up in just a little bit. Sarah.